Have you ever wondered why Leatherman uses so much 420? No, not that kind of 420. But some of you think we're smoking when you see another multi-tool with 420 stainless steel. So let's talk about it. In this video, we'll discuss what exactly is 420 stainless steel, the pros and cons of it, and why Leatherman uses this very versatile steel in most of our products we make right here in Portland, Oregon. So what is 420 stainless steel? For that answer, I'm going to kick it over to our in-house metallurgist, Stephen, for a brief overview of this steel. Take it away, Stephen.
Hey, Matt. Chromium is the main alloying element in 420 stainless steel, which is a conventionally made martensitic stainless steel. The 12 to 14% chromium in this family of 420 stainless steels is what lets us get solid corrosion resistance in most environments compared to plain carbon steels. And the relatively low amount of carbon in 420 is what lets us achieve really good toughness in things that's important in, like handles and like screwdrivers, places where the wear resistance isn't quite as important as the toughness, because we don't want them to break. But 420HC is a medium carbon version of this steel that lets us achieve higher hardness, better edge retention, while still keeping that corrosion resistance. From a metallurgy perspective, the 420 steels aren't chosen for any one outstanding property, but for the ability to balance many different properties and give us a really great final product. And because it's a conventionally made stainless steel, not made by powder metallurgy or any of the other special processes, it means it's much more flexible in manufacturing. We can shear it, we can stamp it, we can fine blank it, and generally we have the flexibility to make the shapes that we need to in our tools and our handles.
Awesome. Thank you very much for that explanation. Nerd. As Stephen mentioned, 420 is a versatile metal that, when treated properly, can provide a nice balance of toughness, corrosion resistance, and edge retention. So let's talk about the main pros for 420 stainless steel. First, 420 is one of the best knife materials in terms of toughness. That means it's far less likely to chip or snap while you're using the blade. It may surprise you, but it has over double the toughness than many blade steels, including LMAX, CPM 154, and S30V. Even better than specialty steels like MagnaCut, Cruwear, and D2. If you're looking for a knife blade that needs to take some serious abuse, 420 high carbon is one of the better choices on the market today. Another pro for 420 stainless steel is its corrosion resistance. In terms of blade steels with high toughness, this steel has really good corrosion resistance. When treated and processed properly, 420 steel performs well in all types of environments with minimal maintenance. When it comes to edge retention, 420 high carbon holds an edge well enough for daily tasks and work projects. When heat treated properly, it consistently reaches 56 to 58 Rockwell, which is a sweet spot for toughness and edge maintenance. For a more detailed explanation, here's Stephen.
You, again. Rockwell C, or HRC, is one of many different hardness tests. It's probably the most commonly used on hardened steels like those that we use in blades. It has an indenter size and a load value that are big enough to sample a pretty significant size of that material. That ensures that we get all the different parts of the microstructure and we have a repeatable and accurate test. It's essentially measuring the resistance to permanent deformation. You know, the shape change, bending, breaking. When 420HC is correctly heat treated, the microstructure we end up with is mostly martensite with some spherical carbides floating around, which can help with edge retention. Martensite is the workhorse of hardened steels, and the carbon content and the hardness of that martensite are part of what determines the toughness. And the 56 to 58 HRC range is a pretty optimal balance between the toughness so that it doesn't chip or break, the strength so that it doesn't bend, and the edge retention that we want. From a metallurgist standpoint, 58 Rockwell C is pretty near the top of the range that's ideal for a blade when we want to prioritize durability and ease of maintenance, sharpening, over extreme edge retention.
Excellent. Thanks, Stephen. Two more things that are important to 420 steel is that it's easy to maintain the cutting edge, even with the most basic of tools. This is a great characteristic, especially if you prioritize ease of maintenance for your knives. Lastly, 420 steel is more affordable because of its manufacturability. This means solid performance at an accessible price point. Now let's talk about the cons of 420 stainless steel. Since no steel is 100% perfect for every situation and application, there are some things to consider about 420 stainless steel. First, 420 high carbon prioritizes toughness over edge retention. So while it makes for a great EDC for daily use, it doesn't do well for repeated abrasive cutting. And compared to other premium steels, 420 will dull faster and need to be sharpened more frequently. When it comes to corrosion resistance, 420 will not outperform the premium steels. It also is susceptible to corrosion in saltwater environments, so frequent maintenance is needed if you're in or around the ocean or beaches. Lastly, 420 stainless steel that's been properly treated tends to get lumped in with other steels, so it's perceived as an entry-level or low-quality steel. You may have even experienced using a knife or tool that's made of 420 that's performed terribly. That could have been because of poor heat treatment and processing. At Leatherman, we find that 420 stainless steel gives us the optimal balance of benefits and manufacturing. Because we make up to 10,000 plus tools a day, we need to make sure that we consider all aspects of the processes and materials so that we can deliver a high-quality, multi-purpose tool that meets and exceeds our customers' expectations for years to come. So we use 420, not only in our knife blades, but also in all types of components and parts. We carefully treat and process each component to get the best performance out of each feature. That means our knife blades are heat treated differently than our handles or our jaws because they perform a different function. Blades need to hold a cutting edge while handles need to flex. We also test each feature right here in our engineering lab. For knife blades, we test for toughness and edge retention on our Katra machine, as well as durability with some of our other equipment. We do all of this to make sure we're delivering on our promise to empower you with useful tools to help yourself and others. So to summarize, 420 stainless steel is a solid knife steel for everyday carry knives, outdoor multi-tools, and for jobs that put a ton of wear and tear on their knife blades. If toughness, corrosion resistance, and ease of sharpening is a priority for you, then 420 stainless steel is going to be awesome. But maybe you prioritize edge retention, work with high abrasion cutting scenarios, or work in saltwater environments. 420 might not be the right choice. Good thing though, Leatherman makes some great products with premium steel. Hopefully we answered some of your questions about the pros and cons of 420 stainless steel to help you with your next purchase of a multi-tool or knife. If this was helpful, or you enjoyed this type of content, let us know in the comments below. And a special thanks to Steven for his expertise. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.